Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Just like you to take a bit, to the past, and I would request you to tell us a bit about your starting in the industry and your journey when you started, sir.
Well, effectively in 1992, July 8th, I came down to Mumbai. And since then, this journey of the professional actor began. And this journey has seen me traveling over the length and breadth of the country, definitely, and also parts of the globe. I've done more than 200 plus films across 11 languages. So it's been a journey in which I've discovered many things about myself. I've discovered many aspects about myself, and really enjoyed, getting to do many different kinds of roles and living through many of my aspirations. And so it's been a very, very interesting journey and filled with lots of twists and turns. So I'm enjoying the drive.
I think it's wonderful, and especially when it's coming from somebody like you, who has actually lived it all. I would say, but as you said, sir, it's very important. Life is not a bed of roses. It's about ups and downs. Agar ups rahenge, to downs bhi rahenge. And it's about handling the downs. Sometimes it gets very difficult, which is why the context of mental health comes into play, sir. And I think that is why you are absolutely fantastic when it comes to your motivational videos. Ye jo ek important aspect hai ki, you celebrate your success, but you also need to understand and respect your failure. But a lot of people are unable to do that. So given the current scenario and all the heated discussion that's going around, what would be your advice and mantra to everyone so that they can control their failures in life?
First of all, get one thing very clear, and I'm not being philosophical at all about it. Please get it absolutely clear. Life is a journey. Life will have journey. In that journey, there will be peaks and there will be troughs. We have to be really careful not to take any one of them seriously. Kuch bhi seriously mat lo mere bhai. Ye jo upar jadta hai niche aayega, aur jo niche jadta hai wo phir upar aayega. And hum log typically, when we look at different people, we kind of compare ourselves, and that's what does us in actually. When we compare ourselves and we say kuch nahi ho sakta, look uska hua hai, mera nahi hua. So we are actually getting into a conspiracy against ourselves. And I personally feel that the more you get into it, you better have yourself on your side. So one of the people you need on your side is you, especially when it is seeming down and out. So don't give up on hope, because that is one thing that only you can give to yourself. And I personally have experienced that through life, through the turns, twists that life gives you. It is up to you how centered you can be. Because if you aren't centered, nobody cares. So it's very clearly my own responsibility to take care of my centering. So enjoy the highs. If possible, enjoy the lows. Remember, both shall pass.
Absolutely. Nothing is permanent, and change is the only constant, as I would like to take it forward from there. And, sir, it's always, said and done, mental health is always important, and I mean, recently we had an incident which is obviously very unfortunate, because of which discussion has obviously triggered a lot more. But it was an important aspect always throughout history. It was important. This lockdown period has especially been very difficult, and I would say especially you've seen the bar charts and everything. The cases of domestic abuse, the cases of domestic violence, that has increased to a great extent during this lockdown period, and it's something which is not good at all. So would you like to comment, or would you like to say anything on that, so that we can probably, couples can give each other that space, or how they can actually handle a situation like this?
So it's the hurt towards yourself, the anger that you feel towards yourself, any sort of violence that you perpetrate. It begins with what you're dealing with. And one of the key things that I keep sharing with people is that any conversation in which your anger towards anybody else is increasing, drop it. Because at one point it will come and bite you. And so I kind of, invite people to stay away from anything that makes you more angry about anything. One of the very beautiful things that are available to us, and this is actually, I'm saying that if you look at life on a daily basis, if you can really create something, I'm not talking that there's a very ideal SI hona chahiye, nothing like that. It really works. If you can actually find something phenomenal in the present. I have noticed that my day is mine. My day is only mine, right? I'm going to meet you for a little bit, somebody else for a little bit more. So it's my responsibility for me to be happy, and therefore if I'm angry, anyone who is angry, who's upset, and he does evil and bad things to others, I promise you, that person herself, that person himself is really in a bad state. You know, they are very unhappy. Now, the key thing that we have to get and to communicate to people individually is that if you actually adding hate towards anyone, you're not going to be left out. At some point, it's going to come and bite you, and it's going to bite you really hard. So, therefore, for me, you know, if you have regret after you've done something horrible, if you've done something horrible, if you have regret, there's nothing worse than that, dear friend. So therefore, don't do things that you will ever regret, and take care of yourself and really get that anger is a natural thing. It's not unnatural at all. So first get there's nothing wrong with it. But if you allow it to stay with you, that's when it starts playing horrible games with yourself. All right. So a key part is that even if anger comes, let it go also. Don't hang on to it.